Did we? Maybe. Up, up. I think we got it. I think we got it. I don't know. Yay! We figured it out after stupid. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. No, YouTube is but okay. Yeah, you I mean, we have the alternative of Kick, but that's where people go to when they get banned from every other streaming source, so I don't trust Kick. Oh yeah, there was Mixer for a time. Yeah. So Calibummer, what a start to the stream. It- I make zero profit off of any of this, so I don't care. It's all a learning experience for me. Mm. Yeah, I think streaming should just be for fun, at least for me. Let's go gambling. I remember the controversy of Twitch. Yeah. Ah, Tiny! Money! Money's always the answer. Whether we like it or not, it is always the answer. But, yeah. I was thinking about that for people who have no idea. I'm just like randomly talking sentences because they can't hear you. It's the AI in my head that's telling me how to fix things. I know. Yeah, but it said Bing Bong. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can add you. So wait, if we do output, I have no idea what Discord audio is. Hello?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We gotta check the stream. Check.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Current amount of viewers, 0. Heck yeah. I am making furry history. Okay, wait. YouTube? Is YouTube super far behind again?
A little bit. Not much, though.
Okay. Because on my screen, YouTube is
it's because it's you see the little live thing? You see how it's like how it's grayed out? Or, yeah, that means it's not on the live. It's not. It's like you're like on the past part.
So wait, do I click here to see the live?
No. You can, if you want to see like the live, you can click on the little live on the bottom where, you know, I told you where the gray thing was. So if you move your mouse to left,
Left.
on the video you were on.
Right up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Hit that.
If you click on that, yeah.
Ha ha! See, I'm warning. I can warn. Like the buddy brain.
Yeah, so you see how like now when you look at the video now it's like well not I mean on the bottom where you know the play button and everything is.
Yeah.
Like you know you see how like it's like red
Oh my God.
live now.
Yeah.
That means it's like at the live part or
Yeah,
it's
where
obviously,
yeah.
but, you know what the viewers see at the moment.
I hear
Yeah,
you.
YouTube is weird like that. You can go back all the way to like the beginning of the stream basically if you wanted to, or like 5 or 6 minutes past.
So, is the stream picking up your voice? That is the question.
Yeah, it looks
It
like
is? So it's not just me talking nonsensical.
And surprisingly, I don't think your audios are like colliding with each other or anything. I think they're pretty synced, which is good, and they're not too loud or anything like that. Like, and I'm not too loud either. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hoorah.
It's all one of those things you just gotta adjust, really. Yeah.
We'll take it for what we could get. Okay,
Yeah.
well, you were not at A&E this year.
No, but I
Have
did
you-
hear a little bit about your story a little bit about it. Your story.
Have you ever been to Amp for New England?
I don't think so. No. I
Oh,
don't think I've ever. The only like con I've ever been to is AC, and I've only been there 2 times. So those have been only my first 2 cons, really, to be honest, or first
Valid.
cons, I guess. I don't
Well-
know. It's always been to me like I look at other cons. I think the only one I would ever go to maybe is what was the second largest con so far?
MFF?
No,
that was having all those issues?
No, it was a different one.
Oh,
Let me look it up.
yeah.
Let's go for.
They're constantly competing for, like, the biggest furry con.
Yeah, there was another one that was like second. Furry Week in Atlanta, or FWA.
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
That was one I was tempted to go there because I haven't been to Georgia like fully, but because of the planes, like how the routes are, I've always like had to go to Atlanta and then to Pittsburgh, like
Oh, the
whatnot.
routing.
Yeah,
That's weird.
because I never was able to get a one pathway because Iowa doesn't have a like direct route to Pittsburgh, sadly. Like if I wanted to go to Atlanta, it would just be a one trip. Like I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
worry about it, which would be super cool. Like
That
but that's the other
convenience.
one. Because right now in 2025, the top 3 cons are technically Anthrocon with 18.3K. You got
Ew.
Furry or FWA. Did you say ew?
Look, it's more of just like the when you have more furries, you have a higher ratio of musky huskies, and you can smell it.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, to be honest, it wasn't as bad as I thought. it was gonna
No,
be.
it's not. But just
It's
the
just funny,
concept of
yeah.
it, just like
But and then you have FWA or Furry Week Atlanta, which is
Yeah.
17.7K. And then
Jesus.
you have the MFF, which only got 16.9K, which
Yeah.
I'm just very surprised by that because, like, the fact that, like, MFF on 2024, I think, had about, it had 16.8, and now it has 16.9. So it only gained about, like, 125 people.
yeah,
That's
not
it.
that much.
Meanwhile, Anthrocon went from, for 2024, 17.6K to 18.3K.
Yeah, that was insane. But like, I saw it coming.
Yeah,
That's why I got an Airbnb for Amprocon.
Well, and I think Anthrocon, if I remember right, is one of those ones that have been around for so long.
Yeah. It's like one of the OG. It started off in Philly and then it moved to Pittsburgh because it got so
Yeah.
big. But it's like one of the OG furry cons. It's definitely been around the block.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me that like I got curious one day, and I don't know if you know the Webback Machine, if you know that website or
No.
whatever. So essentially, there's a website that's called a Webback Machine, and essentially it's an archive of different websites and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can basically, well, it depends on the website. If it's a YouTube video, it can vary on if you find it or not. But like if it's like a deleted video, like you're trying to find one, you can sometimes find it, but it's here and there. Basically I got curious and I looked up the Anthrocon website. Bro, the Anthrocon website has changed so much. Like you could definitely tell that like at the period when they were like, yes, we're gonna just make our whole website fucking gorgeous.
You're like, we have the money.
Yeah. Like it's insane like how like the 2000s it looked like well, it's just cool because like you look at it and like now we have like we have online banking and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And before they didn't, so you would have to ship out a check or something like that, or go there and pay for whatnot, and like you had to send it to a certain address, and even then, like
if you go there.
like that, and then on top of that, like the places, like this is how I learned out about that the Anthrocon was not in Pittsburgh originally. It was in
Philly.
Philly, yeah.
That's originally my neck of the woods.
Yeah, which was kind of crazy to me. I was like, whoa, I did not know that. But
Yeah.
it was only because they built that big convention there, and they were like, okay, well, we'll just use that one because it's pretty decent size, and it still is technically.
Yeah, I went to Uncle Kage's Story Hour, and he was actually talking about it on how Anthrocon moved to Pittsburgh, and at first, Pittsburgh came to Anthrocon and said like, hey, we want you to move to Pittsburgh for your convention center, and Uncle Kage said no.
Yeah.
He's like, Pittsburgh's a shithole. We're not going there. Literally, he admits, oh my god, I'm tiny. He admits that, he's like, no, it's terrible. And they're like, we'll buy you a drink, come and check it out. And Uncle Kage likes his alcohol. Yeah. So he goes out there, and he said his first words was, who built this beautiful city in front of Pittsburgh? And they're like, that is Pittsburgh. He's like, no, it's not.
I'm gonna be honest, my first time ever like going to Anthrocon was a fucking experience. Like, bro, it wasn't just like my first con, it was my first ever plane trip, my first ever hotel I ever bought, and on top of that, like just in general, like my first time even being in Pittsburgh.
Like, so it was like a whole bag.
And that, like, I mean, I got sick sadly, but I think it was mostly like after, like when I came home, because I was like, bro, that was like a lot to go through. Like,
I got really bad con crud after my first Anthrocon because I didn't know what con crud was, and I did the rave room for like 3 hours straight at my first Anthrocon because I was like, oh my god, I used to bike to work in the morning too, so I had like all this energy and I had the stamina from biking, and so I like way pushed myself, and on the train ride back home, I just passed out on my partner, and I was just dead.
Doom.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you've ever seen the anime Spice and Wolf, but there's a scene where like Holo's drunk as hell when she's just like has her tongue sticking out, twitching in bed because she's so hungover. Like that was me with con crud.
Ding.
I was dead. So last year, especially since the pandemic, I always wear a mask when I'm not in suit because I want to avoid con crud and COVID and everything. But last summer at Anthrocon, my partner, Person the Pupper, said, oh, I'm not going to wear a mask because I want to get out of the plague mindset. Bro gets fucking COVID and we have to end our vacation early. Like, we didn't have to leave the con early. Like, it was after we got left the con, they started feeling sick, and we actually got free COVID testing strips from AmphroCon. Some furries were handing it out, and yep, my ding dong of a partner caught COVID. So now they're like, I will wear my mask. I'm like, thank you. Because after AmphroCon, because I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so after the convention, we go over to the other side of the state and we visit family and like some of my childhood friends from high school and everything. We hang out. And we like had all these plans to meet family members and stuff. And freaking COVID happened. It's like, what? It sucked. And then like we went to the emergency room because my partner was just like non-stop vomiting and just couldn't keep anything down. It got like a really bad strain of it. And the ER or the whatever, emergency room, urgent care, whatever you want to call it, they literally just poked my partner's stomach and said, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And charged us like over like $400.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my friend, she works in a pharmacy, and she's like, yo, I'll get you the meds you need. Yeah, so like she actually did something to help. Meanwhile, urgent care just like, that sucks, bro. You're too healthy for us to treat you. literally what they said you're too healthy for us to treat you.
Yes, as he's dying over there. Yes,
Literally,
I'm sure he's
like,
very healthy.
My partner is puking in their waiting room, like in a bucket that they carry. They're like pale as hell, just terrible. And they're like, yeah, you're fine. You're good enough. It's like, what the American healthcare, everybody.
Oh my god. This is why we go to Canada and get our healthcare.
Right? I'm only 4 hours away from Canada.
I wish I was 4 hours away from Canada. I'm still like freaking like a day and some maybe.
That's not too bad.
Like just to get to Nebraska, because I'm in the middle of the state, is like a 3-hour drive. Like,
well, move to Massachusetts.
I can't just move there.
Why not? What's stopping you?
I have no money.
Well, no one else does either, so get over here anyway.
I was saying. No one has money.
No one. Yeah, we furries spend a shit ton of it at the convention.
It's not even that. It's just like the fact that like no one will hire me. That's the fucking issue.
Oh my gosh, I have so many friends.
And then you got boomers over here that are complaining that the Gen Z don't want to work. I wonder why.
Legit, like when I was in Florida, I worked a part-time job that had full-time hours and none of the benefits, and a side gig, multiple side gigs.
I don't even mind what the frick it is. Like, I am not picky. I don't care what it is. I just need some money going, because otherwise I'm gonna be sitting here for another year of doing nothing.
bruh, okay, life hack to anybody that's listening. State government jobs, especially in the north, are very, very stable. And I just got a raise in my job. So my job, I'm a mental health worker, and we're unionized. So every year we get a guaranteed raise just for being part of the union. And then we get a second raise on top of that for your performance every year. So every year you get a minimum of 2 to 3 raises. Of course, you're like fucking minimal. Like I only got 50 cents for like my one raise.
That like, I was looking at this, I don't know how accurate it is, but in terms of 2023 to 2024, it was a big thing of like salaries in general for each state and whatnot.
Yeah.
And guess what place Iowa was?
it was above Florida.
I don't even know if it was even above Florida. There was like all the states that were near me or whatever are literally above me. Yeah, I'm at 35th place, mind you. 35.
Okay, no. Florida's federal minimum wage is still $7.50.
I have to look at what the chart thing or whatever was talking about. I don't know how accurate that. If it's pretty accurate to what you said, then I'm guessing it's pretty accurate. But I don't know.
As someone who just moved out of Florida a year ago, I promise you, it is still like 750, or it just bumped from 750 to like 850. It is absolute trash down in Florida.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, even if I'm better than Florida, that still doesn't make me feel good about
no, not at all. You're better than the bare minimum. Congratulations.
Like, we're 35 place out of 50. So
what's Massachusetts?
Like Massachusetts?
Massive,
says it's pretty high.
huge tits.
It says it's pretty high.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
it's like
is.
second. It's
we
been
fucking
second.
high as hell out here.
So how they have it is they have like so they have the 2023 of like how tall they are or whatever in terms of like numbers, and then they have like the 2024, and then they have like a line that goes down or up or just straight across depending on like what their rank is. And like basically New Jersey, Maryland, or no, it goes District of Columbia, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and then Maryland. Those are all like the top like 4, and they've been same since those 1 year or whatever. But like the funny thing is like Iowa used to been like, let's see, where was it? It was like Iowa used to been 34 and now it's 35. So it went down
by one.
Yeah. And then, well, I wonder where Florida is actually. Let me look.
I want to know now. I do miss Megaplex, the furry con down in Florida. That was
Florida is still above me by like 3 or actually this in 2024 it's actually more above me because it's okay, so it went from 31st to 27.
That's insane. I can't believe that.
Like, I don't know how, like, and mind you, okay, I know no one really cares about Iowa because it's a corn state or whatever, but technically the reason why Iowa is a corn state is because it's a prairie land. It used to be a buffalo land. Like, we have a whole buffalo section because it used to be just prairies. Like, it's like the perfect soil. That's why, like, you know, Iowa, and I think Illinois is also another one that's pretty good high soil. And that's because it's a prairie land. Like, that whole big area is like a prairie land. So I just think it's weird to me that, like, we have all this farmland and yet our salaries is going lower.
Because we don't care about our people. End of story.
Like, and then we have Mr. Cheeseball being like, or a Cheese Puff being like, oh yes, I'm making more jobs. Doesn't seem like you're making more jobs. It seems like it's going down.
Right down, Timber. See, we just need to have a furry convention that happens for like a whole month, and that'll definitely boost the economy, and it'll travel to every state. So like
we need one like a like what would it even be called? Like the year furry or whatever or something.
Yeah.
Where like every state it's like a different like, you know, whatnot, like every so often month, like each week is a different like furry state or whatever. You could fit probably at least like, well, you could fit more than 50, I will say. But I don't know how you would do that. So each month has about at least 4 or 5 weeks, I think, right?
Yes. Unless you're February.
Yeah, unless it's like February or a weird month, which I guess we could probably skip that month, maybe. Fuck that month.
Wow. Bro, someone from the South saying to skip February.
I'm not South, I'm a Midwest.
Close enough.
That's not South, that's mid. That's literal middle.
That's fair. That's fair. I was talking about Florida, so South was on my brain.
Fair enough. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. So in general, if you had one every week, I mean, you would probably have to do it bi-weekly because like 5 or wait, are we doing 5 or 4? I mean, if we do 4 weeks, technically times that by 12, that would be 48. So if you do like 4 and then some months have like 5 weeks and stuff, you probably could, fit all 50 states to have like an actual con.
Yeah.
How well it will go or what convention centers you could use, it can vary,
This would be a government-funded stimulate the economy project.
Yeah.
Every state gets a furry con.
Like, ever since like, I mean, since last Anthrocon, I looked into more of like the Iowa furs because there is a group that someone made and stuff. And I
Yeah.
have asked them about like if we would ever have a convention here that's actually a furry convention, not just some Comic-Con, or we have
Yeah.
a thing called Des Moines, uh, whatever con or something like that. I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know. The problem is that we have this big ass fucking like stadium or convention thing, but we don't use it for anything half the
Because
time.
it's so this was a problem with A&E this year, that I was hearing with my big satellite ears. Because A&E is like Anthrocon, where it's got the hotel and then it has a bridge that connects it to the convention center.
Yeah,
But
so
unlike Anthrocon, A&E doesn't use the convention center.
uh,
And they were saying it's because they didn't have enough volunteers and money. So they have to prove that they have the numbers, which they do, but they also have to have
does.
the money and the staffing to be able to put it in a big convention center. So that's why a lot of big convention centers get built and then just aren't freaking used.
Yeah, because they charge the shit out of bro. Like even
Yeah.
just the Des Moines con, the one that was using the big con thing on like September, I think it was, or something. That one literally like the tickets were like 30 or 40, like just for a regular ticket, or maybe it was like 20 to 40.
Yeah.
And then if you want to like super sponsor all that, that's like, you know,
It's
expensive.
insane.
But I mean, that's like you get a lot of stuff anyways. Like even Anthrocon's one, like it's like, yeah, I can understand why it's $1,000 for like a super ultra or whatever. 'cause you're
Yeah,
getting
I
a
just
cruise
got a
ship,
sponsor for the
breakfast.
first time for
Oh
this
yeah,
upcoming
same.
Afrocon. So I did it because I thought I was gonna get like a higher bump on the snagging a hotel room. But then it's like, oh, if you're just a sponsor, you're with the regular badge people.
Yeah,
Like, what was the point of me doing the sponsor then if I specifically wanted to get a better grab on the hotel room?
Yeah, I got sponsor, but like the problem was like I got it like at the last minute, so it was kind of like almost like yeah.
Yeah.
I will say like I didn't get sponsor 2025. I did get it on the first year because I was like I wanted to see what it was like for my ever first con to have like a sponsor or whatever.
That's fair.
But like the second year, I was like, it was kind of also last minute things again. So I was like, I don't mind regular, just whatnot. Though
I've
it did
always
like,
done regular.
I mean, there's not really much of a downside. I mean, it did suck that I didn't get a T-shirt from last year, but at the same time, I got pictures and I had like a lot more fun like the 2025 than the 2024. Like I did have fun on 2024, but I also think it's because I also partied more or did more of the late night things. Like I stayed at the convention center a lot more.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it took almost a whole week just like doing like just hanging around in Pittsburgh, and then once it came to the con, they was like doing those and stuff.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like it wasn't like I enjoyed it a lot more. And it was like the staff and everything. Like I said before to you, it was good. Like there was no problems. I never had any problems with them usually, but also technically I'm pretty sure the next year isn't it, didn't they say something about like it's supposed to be like the 20th year anniversary or something like that?
So for Anthrocon, I think it's like the 20th year of it being in Pittsburgh, not that the convention.
Because they started like in, I think it was 1997 or something like that, or the 19th.
I'm pretty sure Anthrocon is as old as I am, but the amount of time it's been in Pittsburgh is like 20 years.
It's a lot older than me.
Yeah. Ew, baby.
But funny enough, what did I do? Are you abusing Bunny?
Bunny abuse.
I'm gonna put a toilet paper roll on your head. That's what I'm gonna do.
No. Hey, back in 2020, that was as much as gold right there. So that'd be like a crown.
Pretty much, yeah.
A royalty.
Or a pancake.
Right? Like pancakes are tasty.
Yes.
That was the meal my partner made when I got back from A&E because I wanted comfort food. So they made pancakes and hot chocolate.
Ever since you had that like big carrot or something like that you were passing around, I definitely want to
Oh
make
yeah.
like a big plushie or something. I was thinking of making like a big plushie egg or whatever, and then like
Yeah.
carrying it around to like the bird fur like meetups or something like that. If I
I
ever
mean,
do.
wait until after Easter and then you get the clearance sale.
Oh yeah, of like fabrics and stuff like that. I could probably order some too, but it's just like I'm trying to get a job so I get money so I can work on it. Because I want to work on my fursuit again too.
Yeah.
Like I want to redo it because I rushed it at the last minute. That's yeah.
Not
There's
the
a
only
lot of
one.
stuff I want to redo.
I am my goal is like I so I technically need to retire my current fursuit. It actually took on a lot of damage at A&E this year, which kind of added to my madness to the con. So like Piff the Piff fursuit is a 3D printed head base for the
Yeah.
kimono style, and I've already been repairing it, but like so I lost the tooth came out and it got completely lost at the con. So Piff's missing the buck teeth in the front. So I just have like a constant like surprise Pikachu face going on, which isn't the worst, but it just aggravated me because then my lower jaw like snapped again, and I already repaired that once, and I think like a new part snapped, and because of the 3D printing and how everything's connected, it changed the sizing of the holes for the eye placement. So I velcroed my eyes in because this is a kimono suit. You have to take the eyes out to clean out the dome from,
Yeah.
yeah. And I
Inside
put
or
these,
whatever. Yeah.
I love the look of kimono suits, but I low key sometimes regret getting a kimono suit, not gonna lie.
I think it's like more of the fact that you got like a 3D printed one. It varies on like I mean
Yeah.
it's all I mean when it comes to like any kind of fursuit, it's all like personal choice of how they make it and stuff. To
Yeah.
me, I don't don't know. I don't mind the 3D printed, but I will say if I ever do, I'm gonna have to anyways. I had to redo my 3D printed base because I noticed that the jaw thing doesn't go all the way to the back of my jaw, so when I move my mouth, it doesn't move very well. And on
Yeah.
top of that, there's like so many different things I need to fix, like in terms of like how the jaw moves, and then on top of that, I might try to print it in less filaments because the problem is it's a little heavy, but it's like also like it feels like I've used too much filament. Like that it just made it like too
It tried
sturdy,
to
and it was like
Yeah,
too
so
much weight.
that's another thing because I'm AVA and I can't have a fursuit head that's like super heavy. Um because it will just destroy my entire energy level and my body. Like
Basically
just
carrying
wearing
like a brick on your head, basically.
yeah, so
When even brick heavy.
I love Floof's Floof Studio was it Floof Poof Studio or something. So you know Gizmo and Gadget,
Yeah.
the bunny bats.
Yeah.
So I was talking with them at last AmphroCon because they do a really good rabbit design because a lot of people make rabbits look too much like canines. They just kind of like get a canine base and throw a
Or they
rabbit
just
on.
kind of like or
Yeah.
they just put like floofy or floppy ears or whatever. And that's
So
it, kind of like.
I was highly considering them for a future suit, and then I picked up their head, and oh my gosh, that thing's at least 10 pounds. My current head is probably like around 5 pounds, and their head was at least twice the weight of mine, despite it being smaller. And there's like I would only be able to wear that thing for like 30 minutes and then be just dead for the rest of the day. Which would suck because they have such really pretty suits and they were willing to be like accommodating for making a suit for like that would work for my ADA needs. It's just the biggest thing's the head.
I wonder if they could fix the cross-hatching maybe, because like the things that make like 3D printed things like really heavy is depends on how much they do of like the hollow of the body. Like there's different like cross stitchings and body stitchings that they do or not. They're not stitching.
Yeah.
It's what is that? I forget what they call it. It's like tiling or whatever. But there's different tilings. There's like triangle. There's diamond. There's like square. There's different ones, and
Yeah.
depending on how much you do of that, will add more weight or more that it has to print. So I wonder if they could possibly do like a less weighted version of like,
Well,
you know.
so the suits that Gizmo and Gadget make aren't 3D printed, and part of the reason why their heads are so heavy is because their ears are interchangeable.
So
And they
like
have almost like this
components in
pipe
there.
system in the
Yeah.
head, so you
Pipes
can
are-
like screw the ears in and out to change them and stuff. So it's like super cool, but it adds so much extra weight.
Well, that's the same with like electronic
Yeah.
fursuits, the ones that have like the RGB lights on their
Oh,
like
yeah.
eyes and stuff like that, or even protogens. I'm sure like their screen can be sometimes heavy if you put like
Yeah.
a lot of stuff into it. But like I don't know. The other thing I don't like, for me, I'm always been like a 3D printed person. I don't really. I mean, I don't hate the foam ones, but I've heard a lot of problems with the foam ones becoming like really moldy or stuff like that, or having problems with it being clean or something. And I'm like, I don't know if I ever want to like deal with that kind of situation.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like, I kind of wanted to like for the new fursuit, I wanted to make an actual like electronic kind of one, in terms of like, where it would have like RGB lights and certain things like the ears and whatnot. But it's like, I don't know if it would even. I'm still like learning on how to make fursuit head like really well. There was one video I found that might be really helpful, and it's the same people that I actually looked at to make fursuits. They made this, or maybe they found it online or something. But there's like this headband. It kind of reminds me of those. You know how like your elbow, like if you like got it scraped or whatever, they have those like casts that kind of like is like a black cast that can go around your elbow to keep it up.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so you don't like yank it or break something else or stretch something.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. It has like a way to keep it on the head better, and I might try that technique next time, or try to find where they got that kind of thing, because it looked actually nicer. And that, and like my character has long hair, so I could literally just cover that all up, so there won't be a hole in the back. So I was thinking of maybe trying that next time, but it's like figuring out all the other stuff I still need. And then redoing all that process is like,
well, at least you got the time for it.
Yeah, for now, until a job, maybe, if I even get a job.
I'll pay you to clean my apartment.
Yeah, the apartment that's 20 years away from me, probably.
Just move over here. That's what
I don't have money.
That's what he does. It's fine.
Bruh.
Literally no one has money. It's okay.
Bruh.
Oh my god, I keep just flying all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know. I just trying to figure out stuff.
Yeah, I hear ya. Ooh. I just freaking... Okay, I just saw the YouTube chat. I'm sorry, guys. It just popped up out of nowhere. It was non-existent. And then I don't know, it just literally popped up my screen. He died for you to a third day. He woke... What the fuck? Jesus loves you. Okay.
Let's see that too. What the heck? Random.
Thank you for the interaction with my content. It helps to feed the algorithm.
I don't... Okay.
Jesus loves you. The Bible told me so.
It's the Bible, motherfucker.
It's the Bible.
Did you question the words of the mighty Jimmy?
No, Jimmy D.
Well, I remember I watched like Aqua Teen, freaking like with my dad a long time ago. I used to also watch a lot of like Robot Chicken and stuff like that too.
Love Robot Chicken.
I remember that kind of stuff. There was so much like just oh my god. I'm like, how did I? What the heck? Like, why did I watch this as a kid? Like, bro.
Lack of censorship. That is
Yeah. I mean, technically, I had parent, you know,
yeah.
or not. What is it called? Parent.
It's well, PG's parental guidance
or whatever. Parental guidance. Yeah, that's what it's. Parental guidance or whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's not really PG. It had a lot of weird shit.
Hell no. The Robot Chicken is not PG at all.
No, no, it is not. It is
Did you see
R.
the Robot Chicken furry clip that they did?
Maybe was it a recent one or an old
No,
one?
it's like a couple years old.
I don't know. I probably have. It's like so many Robot Chicken ones, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Robot
it's like a
Chicken-
really short one, but it was like someone making fun of furries, and there's another character. I think it's like
Yeah.
a Halo guy. He's like, "Bro, I wouldn't do that if I were you." He's like, "Why not?" He's like, "If they're willing to spend thousands on dollars on a fursuit, they could easily mail a pipe bomb."
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious. But like, I feel like Robot Chicken is like basically like the back then YouTube or TikTok like
yeah, the old
silliness.
content.
Like you know, before animation. I mean, there was some animations too that wasn't
Yeah.
just you know. Robot Chicken that were like silly. Like there's a lot of cartoons, I'm sure.
South
like,
Park.
Yeah, South
The
Park.
OG.
and there's like so many. There's so many freaking comedy shows. And, like, but it's just like yeah. I'm just glad I was able to like see that kind of stuff. It's just funny to me. Like I'm only 21, but like I know like. That like a lot of different nostalgic stuff that like 70-year-olds or like maybe 40-year-olds that know or stuff. I'm like, and they're like, "How old are you again?" I'm like, "I'm this," and they're like, "What?"
It really all depends on your parents, I feel, or like who you
Yeah.
grew up around. Because I made a Labyrinth reference the other day to my boss, and they're like, "How do you know about this 80s movie?" I'm like, I grew up watching it because my parents really liked it.
Yeah, I watched a
So
lot of silly things like one that I really like is Office Space. Do you know Office Space?
oh my god, yes. The stapler.
Someone needs you to come in on Thursday, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, so funny thing. So like I came up from Florida about a year ago. And when I was leaving Florida, we had a hurricane called Hurricane Milton that was coming by. So part of the hurricane parties in Florida were people leaving out staplers for Milton.
Oh my god.
They're like, "Milton, be kind to me. I gave you a stapler."
People would be so confused too.
Oh my, anyone, there were so many people that were like, "What? Why is Florida?" And it's just like, it's for
so many
Milton.
staplers. There's so many staplers. Why is there so many staplers?
It's all these staplers being like washed down the road.
That's like I believe he stole a stapler in Office Space, bro. That was insane. I'm like, bro, leave him alone. That's why the whole place burnt down. Because you fucked with the wrong dude.
See,
you
Office Space,
fuck with the disabled and you get
right.
fucked.
That's why so many, like, there's a high population of ADA individuals that are also in like the punk scene and stuff. Because we always get looked over and like last thought and shit.
It's like the quiet kid in the classroom. That's what it ends up
Just
being.
wait. Just wait.
One day this place is gonna get burnt down. It's just funny to me. Like, oh my god.
America has a problem, but we won't fix it.
Another thing I also noticed that like even like you know the Spotify rap or whatever, even
Oh
that
my
said that my music taste was like very unique. Like in terms of that, like I go from like listening to rock that's like 80s or 70s or maybe even 60s, maybe
Yeah.
50s. We'll see. I don't know. It varies. But then like I would go from that to like literal like rave pop.
Hell
Like kind
yeah.
of music, like Russell Book kind of thing, where it's just like, you know,
Yo, they were playing EDM at my plasma donation center this morning. I was vibing.
yeah, like just like I go from that, and then I go to like 90s like rave or whatever to like 2000s rave, let's say. And then like, or 2020 kind of rave maybe even, because that's a little different too. And then like I'll go to rap, and then like maybe I'll have like here and there like some jazz or like lo-fi. It's like it's just like it just told me that I was like, wow, it's a lot.
That's
of
kind of like me.
Yeah.
I just boycott Spotify.
I mean, I feel like a lot more people are going to be boycotting it after February. Supposedly they're raising their prices to $12 now, apparently. It's like, ew.
Do you get anything extra for it?
You're going to regret that. Also, people, I already seeing apparently someone already pirated all the, like, 1 million songs of their, like, things. Like, I wonder why that happened. Maybe if you went stupid. And apparently I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure their reason was really stupid on why they're doing it. Like,
why they're raising their prices?
Yeah, why is Spotify raising to 12?
The answer is capitalism.
Yeah, it's pretty much, that was what their like answer was basically. Because it's just funny to me, like Google, I don't know if it was just Google just like calling them out, but it was just like, damn.
Google, you have no room to talk.
So they were like, Spotify is raising its prices to $12 for individual plans to fund the ongoing investments in product innovation like video, podcasts, and audiobooks to enhance the user experience. Yes, there you go now. Also, if I remember right, it also said something about like the whole audiobooks being improvised, like being like audiobooks are the main thing they're doing. And it's like, yeah, okay, boomer.
Like, if they raise their prices to actually better pay their musicians, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, that's fair.
I don't think
but honestly, they don't even need to raise their prices. They can just better pay their musicians. But if they at least threw that in there, I think people would be less mad.
Then I've heard so many things about them, like, basically allowing just, like, AI music and bullshit. And I'm just like, bro, like, okay.
Yeah.
I know, okay, AI, anything, either art, freaking music or whatever, I don't care if people mess with that. I don't care. But it's in terms of like if they're trying to sell it or put it on a streaming service or anything like that, that pisses me off. Because it's not at all, you are not getting anything out of it. You're not learning anything. You're not getting anything out of it in terms of like,
you're just stealing.
Just getting people to enjoy your stuff because it's not your stuff, even though you say it is. Anyone could literally do that. Like though, like you could literally go to a table, write your name on it, and you could say, "Oh yeah, that's my table," but like it's not.
I'm cheating, Mrs. Puff. I'm cheating.
It's like, bruh.
Yeah, no. The main AI that I genuinely support is medical AI,
or even AI that is helpful, like in terms of like. Okay, so as much as I hate Adobe and I hate Photoshop and all those kind of things, there is one Photoshop feature that uses AI to basically make an object basically like 3D if you need to turn something, like terms of like let's say you have a character facing right, let's say, and you're like, oh crap, I need them to be facing at the like at the camera instead. Well, the AI will somehow do that and make it like kind of just in like looking at the camera or whatever, and I don't mind that one. That one actually seems like reasonable. I don't know how it's being used, like in terms of studying that kind of stuff. I really hope it's not doing other images, because they did have a thing where you could literally type in whatever image and then it would generate a background or whatever you wanted, which I thought was disgusting. So if it's using that, I don't like it. But if it's using its own, like just kind of just studying what the image is and then just pushing it to what it's supposed to look like or how you want it actually without redrawing all the things, like that's fine. I can understand that. Just as long as it's not using it to gain data or take other people's art to study for data kind of thing.
I hear what you're saying.
That's just gross.
It's unnecessary and it's just frustrating.
It's just silly to me that like because of all these AI, it's not helping anyone. A lot of
No.
these things are really actually damaging people's mindsets and stuff like that.
And
or
the
just
environment
destroying
is taking a huge toll
Yeah,
from
that
it.
too. Because we're making lots of RAM things and shit like that, and bots and different kinds of little, storage things to keep all these going. It's like, well, if somehow that died, I bet you probably now about 50% of people would probably be like, what the fuck do I do? Like, they wouldn't even know how to do their job. They want to know how to live their life or whatnot because they were relying on that bot so much. And it's kind of, it kind of, yeah.
That's
It's
why
like,
I also like going to the furry convention so much, because you can detach. At least I do. I like detach. It also helps that I had shitty phone service the entire time at A&E, but I just stay away from online most times, and I'm just able to interact with furries in real life instead of just only online.
Well, for me personally, like, I do a lot of online stuff, and I have a lot of friends that are online, sadly, but it's not like to be honest, like, a lot of the online stuff, if it's like, politics or AI, those are the two things that I have blacklisted from, like, every fucking thing that I can't even do anything with it. Like, in terms of,
God, I'm ass.
YouTube, either Twitter, Blue Sky, or any of those. Like, I have literally blacklisted all of the shit that I can possibly blacklist, and they just don't pop in my feed. I usually just get, like, either furry porn or something, else.
Not in this asexual household.
What? I'm not in your household. Got him.
You're in my stream.
No. It's not your house. What are you talking about?
Nah, So I was loving Red Note, the like Chinese alternative to TikTok. And then they freaking did a thing where like I can't post any of my content or leave comments anymore. And I'm like, I gotta go through this whole thing, but all the instructions are obviously in Chinese. And my translator is not translating properly. So I have to like take a time to do it.
It's one of those things where I feel like me personally, I would have to like actually like fully just learn it, like the old language probably before I actually use it. Like that's with anything. Like I don't understand the people that go to like, I don't know, like Tokyo or whatever, and then they don't learn the language there, and then just like are just relying on just people knowing English. It's like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. That's like going from Quebec, a mostly French, well, they have English there-ish, but like Quebec from Canada and going to like US and expecting everyone to know French there. It's like, yeah, I think most people in the US are gonna know English. I mean, I know we have some French people here, but it's like it's gonna vary.
Yeah. My friend's from Quebec and she's visited a couple times. Oh, she's visited the United States a couple times. She's visited me once. Because she's afraid of getting stuck at the border. Because they started doing that to like Canadians too. And I can't blame her for that.
Yeah, I feel bad for just anyone that's like on the border because they have to deal with anyone's bullshit, either US's bullshit or Canada's bullshit or even Mexico's bullshit. It's like, ugh.
It's mostly United States BS though.
Yeah, most of that, yeah. Because it's just like they have some kind of rule. And it's like, frick.
Well, how do you deal with post-con depression?
It varies. Like, sometimes I'll just literally just vibe to the music or just kind of like look at other con stuff like that I had fun with. It usually helps a little bit. Or just talk with the friends I actually went to with, like, because it kind of helps with like balancing out my sadness, I guess.
Valid. I remember the first time I felt post-con depression after like my first AmroCon, and I didn't know that was a thing yet. Like, so it just hit me like a truck, and I was so sad and depressed. I was like, why am I like I'm normally depressed. I have crippling depression, but this is a whole new level. And then, like, people are like, yeah, it's called post-con depression because you have such a good time, and then you deprive.
And then you have to go back to shitty-ass AI cheeseball ruling everything like a dictatorship and, you know, that
I'm
life,
talking
basically.
about... Okay, I went... No, wait, actually, what... No, yeah, no, he was president during that time period. Damn it! I was like, I went before he... No, that's not true.
Well, even then, any president, not just cheeseball.
Oh, yeah.
You like it? You like his name? I like the one cheeseball. No one will know what I'm talking about.
Totally not.
Unless they know. If they don't know, they don't know. I know.
They don't know I'm about to vacate their brain cavity.
Yeah.
They now know.
Did you know that he's cheeseball? It sounds like a good name. But then you realize he's like a hamster that like is evil, basically. He looks cute on the inside, but then on the outside he's a freaking devilish creature.
You know, hamsters are desert animals, right?
Yeah.
That's why they're so aggressive.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, look at me, I'm so cute.
They're used to like fighting off scorpions and shit, so they're like, I'm gonna take you out.
I'm bigger than you. Yeah.
I'm gonna do little crunches in my cage.
That's why they're so good at like spinning around into a wheel.
Frickin', that's been my favorite live stream to watch, not gonna lie.
Hamster spinning around in the wheel.
It's the Hamster Rave channel on TikTok, and it's just like a hamster setup. And yeah, this guy just plays like EDM rave music, and you just watch his hamsters do their thing, but there's like 6 hamster wheels, and there's 12 hamsters. It's like a huge like hamster vacation like setup. And so you can see them like eating and chilling and sleeping, but there's always like hamsters on this hamster wheel, and they love going on the wheels that somebody else is already on. And you just see them running each other over.
Yeah, I was gonna say tumbling all over the place and running each other over.
They like fly, like you see them just fly off and get yeeted, and they're just then they just go back onto another one and do it again. I'm like, is that not a metaphor for life?
You wanna see me do it again?
Right? So that is.
That's something interesting. Well, I saw one that literally a VRChat streamer was doing, and they're literally just a literal duck. And they're just like a little duck avatar, just like being so silly. And I'm like,
I love that.
Right there,
I am the silly goose. I want to make a
to me that like I've thought about like so many times of changing my name to like Funny Wise, like crazy content or something like that. But the problem is that there's so many accounts that I have that are Crazy Big Sam, because at the time I really like I favorited pigs all over, and then as soon as I got into like VR chat, like I got more into like furry and stuff like that. And then like I realized that like bunnies are like my favorite now. Like
bunnies are superior.
Yeah, I just like faded out. I mean, I like pigs. Pigs are so cute. It's just like I don't know. I mean, I still don't even eat pork because so I still have some stuff that like
valid.
Like I mean, I'll eat pork here and there. Obviously, I can't avoid it.
Yeah, you can.
And yes and no. For me, no, I can't. Especially with my family on how like how they eat stuff. Like, 'cause they're
You
not,
good?
like, you know,
I tease. I don't eat meat myself, so.
I eat meat, like, I kind of like, because I'm not, like, fully vegetarian, and I'm not, like, what was that? I think it's, like, Muslim?
What?
Doesn't eat, what was there was a religion that doesn't eat pork, I'm pretty sure.
Judaism?
Maybe Judaism, yeah. Not that. To be honest, I don't really care about religions. Like, I mean, I really say that. I don't care for it in terms of like me being religious.
Yeah,
but
personal.
like other people doing religion, that's fine, but just don't put it in my throat. Like if you try to like shove that up me, I'm like, no. That sounds okay.
Not
that
for
sounds
me.
weird. Sorry. I can't word things right today.
But
bro.
what if Jesus was a sexy lion?
What?
I'm just saying.
That's
Some
so
people, some people be like, sexy lion.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen some kind of Jesus furry or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen so many people draw Jesus as a furry or whatever. It's different things. I'm like, I don't know if Jesus would be any of those. I feel.
I joke around that Jesus is actually a rabbit, and that's why we have bunnies for Easter.
I mean, you're not wrong, but the funny thing is, just Easter just seems very random for bunnies. I feel like that just kind of became a marketing thing more.
Oh,
more
100% was just marketing, but it's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it the way I want to take it.
That's fair. It's just funny to me like that. Like it's like, oh yeah, you have this Easter bunny. He lays eggs like a chicken. And it's like, huh?
Make it make sense. Hello. Oh my goodness. Hi. What happened here?
What happened? Oh, you're big.
Pip is just like
huge.
Humongous.
You were not that big before. What the hell?
I
just
don't.
grew out of nowhere. I was watching your stream or whatever.
Just hi. Hello.
Big.
Big bonoy.
Big.
We like our big bonoys.
Yes. Ones that are very, very silly.
I am silly. Ah.
Silly of all cities. What place? Oh, you got like more than you got better that time. You were on like 30 last time, and now you got like 60.
Yeah. I'm warming up.
I'm okay at Tetris. It's not like the best. Like I can't do the whole like crazy ass thing that people do where they like fit pieces like a fucking jigsaw puzzle like inside the other pieces that you definitely can't just go drop down or whatever on. It's like, bro.
I can do that when I
can
like
somewhat
really get in the zone.
Yeah, I can't do it very well. It's 50-50 for me sometimes.
My dad was super into Tetris, and my dad wasn't the parent that would let his kids win. You had to be constantly destroyed and then work your way up.
Damn.
So that's how I learned how to play Tetris, and then my dad has worked third shift my entire life. So when it was just him and I living together, we would play Tetris until it was time for him to leave. And he'd be late a couple of times, but he's like, one more round. Because I started just destroying him continuously.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, haha. Ooh, that was a silly Billy move right there.
G2, oh, I see.
Fixed it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I can fix it.
Messing it up again.
Always. Like, that was, I mean, either or wasn't going to be bueno, so I had to minimize the damage. The Tetris gods are mad at me.
Or it's just all the, foreign country people that play this game like 24/7. Like it's a freaking COD game. That too. But yeah.
No. I will not have you desecrate Tetris.
What do you mean I love Tetris? I'm not desecrating it. I'm just saying the truth. That's literally the truth.
No.
It is literally like you go up against any bro. It doesn't even matter. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but like Asians are really good at video games, esports and shit like that, bro. I look at like theirs compared to like the Americans. Americans are like, oh yeah, we need to do this. I'm not gonna say Chinese specifically, but like the foreign countries, bro. Like especially like China, and all those kind of people. Those literal fucking people, bro, they don't even need to talk to each other. They can say one word or one letter or like call outs or whatever. One
Yeah,
word
they're
letter
so
call outs
insane.
or whatever. That like they know what they're saying. I'm like, what? They're like B6 or whatever or some kind of fucking chess fucking code or whatever, and they're like,
Yeah.
and then they just everyone knows where to go, and then they go beat up on American. I'm like, damn. Or the other team or whatever they're playing against. I'm like, damn, you are fucking skilled as hell, Jesus. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or damn. It's like they just came out of the womb just being the esports player, bro.
Put the time in. I was on. I think did I tell you? I don't know. I was on an esport. That was a silly goose move. I was on a Pokemon Unite tournament team for a bit. They were like a bunch of friends. They were like, "Yo, let's do like a Pokemon tournament team. That'll be fun." And then they didn't realize how competitive it is. And I was like the best player on the team. Not saying I'm amazing at Pokemon Unite or anything. But I had reached like the Masters rank twice, and I have like over 3,000 games under my belt, and none of them had even reached close to like the 1,000 mark or even 500 mark. I was like, oh my god, it was a hot mess.
Like, come on, guys, we got this.
Literally, I'm like, okay, why are we not? Okay, we're just not gonna do the thing. And like they were trying, but also they thought it was just gonna be like more of a casual tournament thing, and not realizing that the skill level that a lot of people put into the game.
This is war. This is not a game. This is war.
Literally, like, that was the wrong move. I have some lag on my controller, which is what's really messing me up. I just sent it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. That would have been perfect too.
I know.
It's okay.
I got some Joy-Con drift and lag, so Nintendo legally has to fix all Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons free of charge because they lost a lawsuit.
Yeah. Well, I've heard they're like, joysticks are kind of funky. Which is weird because, like, you would think they, by now, with how many times they made a new controller for every console, like, they would have learned. But I guess
it was more of just, like, a money scheme, and that's why they lost the lawsuit. Because, like, the judge is like, there's no way you guys are, like, can't make a better controller. This is just so that people buy more controllers. Yeah. So, why am I not getting anything that would help me? Okay, it's too late.
Well, yeah, you were dead. You were dead. Maybe. Oh. Wow, you are saving your ass barely. Jesus. That is pretty.
I have gotten first place in this game once.
I told you, it's all the foreign people that are playing this like COD. Which, to be honest, I rather people like actually get good at this game than COD, just because of the fact that, like, I don't know what it is, but for me personally, like, shooter games in general just are not fun for me anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
If it's like a PvE shooter game though, I don't mind it. Like, I usually have fun with that. Like, that's why I really love freaking Black Ops Zombies. Like, I love any kind of that kind of game or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Like, you know, you can play with friends, especially like BO3 where you have custom maps or whatever. So, it's just like
that was not correct answer.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Boy.
Fuck you.
scissors.
That was... I hate when it gets sticky.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you were not supposed to go there. I am not... We are tail spinning.
I mean, you're still, like, better than
Damn.
the, like, other... whatever. You got,
I
like,
got
10th or
9th place.
Yeah. So you still technically got better than the other round, so... That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't have very many Tetris on me at the moment. I mean, I have emulators of Tetris.
Oh,
but
thank you. Sorry, I just saw the chat. Someone was complimenting my Tetris moves.
That's Spotify. Or, that was Spotify. Bro, I had Spotify open and I said Spotify. I meant YouTube.
YouTube?
Spotify. My brain is not working right now. Buddy brain, there's no.
So, okay, my friend in the chat, I always try to figure out how to pronounce your username. It was like Abacabra? Abacabra? Triple A? Bacabra?
Apricot. I don't know.
Apricot.
Sorry.
No, you good. As someone who has a very unique name IRL, and it's 9 out of 10 times, or 9.5 out of 10 times mispronounced.
My last name is always mispronounced, but my first name is like perfectly fine. No one ever fucks up Sam, like, because it's just like a common name. But like my freaking last name, it's always fucking like Howie. Like it's not Howie, it's How. The E is silent. How do you even get the E? Where's the E come from, bro?
So I remember in high school. Thank you for spelling it out phonetically, friend. So when I was in high school, you had to pass swim class in order to graduate. And in swim class, I had this teacher, this coach, and he had my brother the year before, or a couple years before, and he's mispronouncing my last name. He's putting like an extra S in the middle of my last name, which just does not exist or make sense. And so I correct him, and he's like, "Yeah, I know how to say your last name. I had your brother." I'm like, "Then why are you saying it wrong?"
Why did you say it wrong? Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna say that, at least say it right.
Everybody's like, "You're saying it wrong." It's like, "No, I know how to say it."
Oh, you do now. How was it said? You're gonna say it wrong again?
Right? And it wasn't like an even like a complicated last name or anything. It was like a pretty easy 2 words put together European name kind of thing. So I don't understand why this man was struggling the way he was.
Yeah, I didn't have swimming classes. Like I didn't need to do that. I did have though a CPR class that I had to do.
That's useful. I had that in tech school.
Yeah, I didn't have like the swimming though, which I kind of wish I did because I don't know how to swim. So
I lived in a landlocked state, like Pennsylvania technically is a landlocked state, and my high school made it mandatory. So it wasn't just like learning how to swim, it was like, how do you tread water? What happens if your canoe capsizes? How do you get in and how do you get everybody else in the canoe? Kind of thing. You could get your CPR class and your lifeguarding license through it as well if you wanted. But it was just like what to do in case you're like caught in a riptide. How do you swim out of a riptide? How do you stay afloat and not exhaust a bunch of energy? So it was really, really useful. But I lived too close to my high school for them to provide a bus for me. And my swim class was in the wintertime at the end of the school day. So I just would walk home with like wet hair and just smelling like chlorine and just freezing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't understand why they always do that. Like I've noticed like a lot of like the swimming things are always doing like you know, during the winter time, because I know they have indoor pools, they probably do it or whatever. But it's like or swimming contests, I think I'm talking about. But like, it's just weird to me that like they do it during the winter. Like I can understand spring or maybe fall, but like they do it like during the winter and just expect that like, you know, the swimming people are just gonna be dry by then. Unless they're gonna have to go outside in fucking -2 degree weather or whatever. Like
Yeah, I remember there being snow and ice out. So for the comment, I don't honestly. I've never met another school besides for China, like all of China in college. You need like if you don't already have like a swim thingy, you have to like pass it for your college degree. Fuck! Sorry, I got distracted. Let me fix that real quick.
That person literally went crazy though. Damn. I'll play some Tetris too. I'm gonna play the Tetris Effect one I have.
I'm not surviving this, y'all.
Yeah.
Say goodbye. Nah, I messed up real big. So passing swim class is a quiet grade requirement. It's quite a grade in blah, blah. It was just my high school. Like none of the surrounding schools had
it's for
you like pass swim class.
Because like my school didn't have it, but like I did know that like some schools did have like.
Yeah, it's very selective, and I honestly think that especially if you live by a body of water, you should like your school should be obligated to teach you how to swim.
And the funny thing is like my school, from what I heard about my parents, is that they said that they had to take that kind of class, but then like I guess they just don't do it anymore or something. So I don't know. It's very weird.
Content warning of death, but I actually a classmate of mine drowned like a year before the swim class was like before our class had to take swim class. So it just kind of because I know like the school was debating if they should continue this, and then after like my classmate drowned, they're like, oh yeah, no, this is going to continue to be a mandatory course.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably like. Oof.
Yeah, but it wasn't during the school year, so none of us got a free grade. Sorry, dark humor. I did have a classmate die during the school year on me before, as well. So, man, that's like 2 classmates of mine. I just realized that. What is this garbage, Tetris gods? Why are you mad at me?
I forgot what the mode was. There was a mode where you would like go against gods, and then they would like fuck you over. You kind of like it was like a boss battle kind of thing on the Tetris Effect mode, but I don't remember what the hell it's called.
Let me know. Like I actually for my last college report, I did a research paper on how playing playing Tetris after a traumatic incident within 6 hours actually reduces the impact of developing PTSD. To the point that I think like in Sweden or some European country, they have like if you're not in intensive care and you're waiting in the ER, they will give you a console words. I can't talk. If I'll play Tetris, they'll give you a console to play Tetris while you're waiting to be seen to help reduce the stress and the effects of PTSD developing. So, I did a whole research report on it. So Tetris 99 is this is the casuals, and then this one is for everyone who got first place at least once. I'm gonna do marathon. It's easier for me to talk when I'm doing marathon. But my high school was actually really unique. What's the question? Go for it. I have answers. Peanut butter's the answer.
No carrots. Yeah, I'm trying.
My rabbit willow, while I wait for the question to come in. So I have 3 bunnies in my fluffle, and my rabbit willow is my residential crackhead. So she's has a lot of medical issues, and at like one time she had like 8 different medications she needed to take at once. We've had to do like IV fluids for her. Like this rabbit has maxed out 2 of my credit cards, but she loves her medication to the point where she would start scratching at the doors, circling like the refrigerator where it's stored, and like try to eat the syringes.
Damn.
To get every last drop. So she's our crackhead. The other day, she started the habit of counter surfing, and like I said, my partner made pancakes after I got back from A&E, and she freaking went after the bacon, not the pancake. She went after the bacon. This freaking crackhead of a rabbit. Like, why? What? So, yeah, Willow. She will always act like she is starving. One of her middle names is Famine. Oh, is it the question not popped in yet? I don't see it.
This is the camera guy or whatever that they were asking if it's a camera guy in the background. No, it's me. It's
No, it's me.
It's I don't know why I said that. It's sorry. It's Crazy Big Sam. I'm just like I was helping P.I.F try to figure out the whole YouTube situation because it was
YouTube was being a butt, and Crazy Pig Sam is like a tech guru in my eyes. So I always go to them for help.
I'm not IT tech, but at least enough to like help.
Bruh, the amount of times I go to you for help, you're like, just do this one thing, and it fixes the problem, and I spend like hours crying. I don't know why your question didn't pop up. Oh, wait. There it is. So, normal camera guy is usually my partner, Person the Pupper. They don't make any content or anything, so you'll never find them online. And so my partner actually was not at A&E with me this year. They stayed home because monies. And so the camera person for A&E was my bestie from Florida that I actually helped her move up to Massachusetts a couple months ago. So I hope that helps answer any camera guy questions. Oh, that was silly. Ha ha ha. There are Tetris tournaments that happen, like a national stage. It happens in Texas. I want to do it just to see how good I am, but I know, like, as soon as I go, I'm gonna be annihilated right away. Yeah, Crazy Pig Sam also... You said you haven't streamed in a bit, right?
Yeah, but I still do make, like, content, though.
Yeah. You do, like, a lot of the 3D modeling stuff.
Yeah, like 3D renders and whatnot.
Which is super cool. They had the 3D... Not wow. Blah, blah, blah. They had the portal set up at A&E where you could see not VTubers, but like, yeah, VR chat, that's the wording.
Yeah.
But
I've seen,
huh?
I think they did it with AC, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yeah, AC, the first time I saw it was actually at Megaplex down in Florida.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty cool, like, add-on to the convention.
I think it was also because Furry Hideout, which is one of the VR chat worlds, which was actually also the same. I think it was a meetup right after your bunny meetup. I'm pretty sure too.
Probably.
But they are a VR chat world, and they were there apparently. We were also there at whatever NOwob supposedly, but I don't know. The problem with me with Furry Hideout, and I mean I have no things against them. It's just like. Everyone goes to that world for a furry thing, and the problem, because it's so popular in terms of like that everyone knows that furries go there, that there's so many gonna be cringe people that are trying to crush furries or just be, just chaotic for no reason.
That's a bummer.
And then there's also on top of that, because VRChat added groups and stuff like that, there's a lot of problems with people being very, very toxic admins, which kind of sucks.
Dang. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Yo, just like thinking of... So last night, I was in this anarchist group chat, causing a little chaos, as I do. Anyways, this one guy was saying that he believes that the internet should just be completely abolished, that it's done nothing good for, like, people, that we gotta get rid of it completely, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, then leave the group chat and use carrier pigeons. And he's like, maybe I will, and then he left.
Damn. Broken it. Can't handle the truth.
Fucking broken. I'm like, dude, you can't be saying all this anti-internet stuff while simultaneously using the internet.
The problem is, the internet is always going to be good and bad. There's no in between. But you have to always just look. You always have to look at the good things. And if you always focus on the bad things, then the internet's just, it's going to look at what he thinks it is, where it's bad all the time.
Yeah. What does it say? You said... VR chat toxicity is very scary thing. Trust me, it gets bad from what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a social game that's with VR, and there's a lot of, like, I think it's mostly just people, I mean, it's just a human thing in general, I think, because, like, people in terms of any kind of social, or if they have power, or whatnot, then they're always going to be, I call them cringe, basically.
I live for cringe.
It's not really a good cringe. It's more of just
it's the bad cringe.
It's the cringe that's just like, why are you even on here if you want to do that? Like, this is not your little dollhouse, so just go away.
Make a private server.
Yeah. That's why I don't really join much groups on VRChat, sadly. And the funny thing is, supposedly VRChat wants to make it so you can get a badge on your profile if you join a certain amount of groups. I have joined a lot of groups, but it's just like, do I interact with a lot of them? No.
Yeah.
I kind of just have them just to have them.
That's
and
fair.
I just don't have a profile picture either on VRChat, because you have to have a VRChat Plus thing or whatever to have it. So I'm like, whatever.
Isn't there like a way to join VR chat without having the headset?
Yeah, you can do desktop. You don't need a crazy...
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I was just saying, you don't need like a crazy PC, really. You just need something that,
Because I would be interested that way. Like, we were talking the other day, this VR headsets are just bricks on my face.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have that with VR. That's what's cool. It used to be where you had to have at least, like, Oculus Rift, I think, when it first came out.
Yeah.
Just to play it. And that was another thing, and I also used the webback machine, too, to also use, because I was curious on what it looked like. And, yeah, those videos of the first ever VR chat are still out there.
I can believe it.
I found them on the webback machine, and then found them on YouTube, and they're still existing. They're not deleted or anything. I'm like, wow, that is crazy that VR chat used to have been like that.
Yeah. Yes, I did used to work at Disney. If you have any questions on my horrible, horrible experience of being a Disney cast member and constantly abused, go for it. It's my absolute favorite thing to shit on. That was actually in my my P.I.F debut stream, where I debuted this model. It's just like a solid 45 minutes of me trash talking my time at Disney. If you're curious. But feel free to ask any specific questions. I will be more than happy to answer. I've actually been thinking of making that into a little series of where I just talk about Disney. But then if I ever gain any popularity, then Disney will come from my bunny butt.
Oh, you don't know what freedom of speech is.
Alright. Can I? Oh, no. Let's see. Any detail snippets on the Forbidden Disney Island? Oh, yeah. Fun fact. Let me get a sip of water since I paused. Everyone drink water if you haven't. So my parents actually went to that Forbidden Island before it was shut down on their honeymoon. So it's called Treasure. What was it called? Treasure Island, or it was something like or Adventure, blah blah blah, whatever. And it used to be. It was the precursor to Animal Kingdom. So you would go there and you would see like exotic birds and some other exotic animals. And actually, when my parents were there on their honeymoon, my mother was like hyper fixated on getting a pet macaw. And the bird handler there was like, if I can convince you of anything, please don't ever get yourself a pet macaw. That is the worst decision you can make, especially because you guys want to have kids and have a family. Please don't do that. So my mom left being like, okay, I won't do that. And then my dad puts their money down to like buy a house, and my mom buys this expensive macaw. He's like, what the fuck? And she's like, well, I did research, and the original bird I wanted are aggressive, but these ones are like a lot friendlier. I will assure you they are not. This bird hated life.
Burb.
The only thing it liked was my mother, and my mother abused it.
Only burb. No brain, only burb.
No, this bird would scream at 5 in the freaking morning because it could.
Yeah.
It was terrified of ladders. So, if
That's
my
like
dad... Huh?
that's like one of my birds. They literally will just like hang themselves upside down kind of thing with like 1 foot off the like cage or whatever, and just be like screaming their head off. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
But so going back to this Forbidden Island, so the reason why it was shut down, because so there was already plans on making Animal Kingdom a thing, and there was plans on basically having both open at the same time. So Animal Kingdom would be like more for the general, and then this island would be more of like you get an exclusive ticket kind of thing. But they actually had a massive outbreak that killed a lot of the animals that were on the island. But because it was on an island, it did kind of isolate it from spreading elsewhere. But they were able to save, I think only like a handful of birds and some of the other animals that were on that island, but the rest of them perished. And so they've since like shut down that island with no future plans to use it. But people who have snuck on the island, there's still like original paperwork there. The music, like the soundtrack, is still playing. For some reason, they're just spending so much money keeping the soundtrack going on the island. And there's no way that they don't know about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there definitely is coming out of there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like...
Even if, like, they didn't know at first, the amount of videos that have since been posted about it, like, they know. But yeah, you can still see the island, like, it's not covered up or anything. So to get to Magic Kingdom, you can either, take the boat, you can take the long walk, or you can wait for, like, the bus. But if you take the boat, you pass by that island. So you can see, like, how dilapidated, like, you used to be able to see the buildings on the island, but nature has overgrown so much, you can't see the buildings anymore. They're just gone. You wouldn't know that anything was developed there if you didn't know the history. So... what other Disney questions y'all have? This is turning into another Disney stream.
I mean, you did name the thing then, technically, at one point.
It shouldn't be named that now.
Oh yeah, but the previous one was.
Well, that was YouTube being silly.
Yeah, it's you being silly, not changing it.
Silly goose. The silliest of geese. One of my favorite questions at Disney was when people would ask us to turn the air conditioning on for the outside portion. What is this? So the reason why no one could go on Discovery Island is because there is an animal disease on it. So that was the original reason as to why it became like quarantine and shut down. And there is a possible chance that the disease is still there and dormant and someone could like bring it back out. There's no way of like really knowing unless they pay a scientist to go there and conduct a study. It's just at this point that Disney's like, this is our territory and we don't want anyone to touch it. That's
eventually fixing the problem. It's going to become a problem somehow, someday, I bet. And
Yeah.
we're not even know how to fix it because they won't let us.
Yeah, pretty much. Disney... No, I keep hitting the wrong button, my bad. I know how to play. I was just playing.
No. Bunny brain, go bunny brain.
Bunny brain, go burr.
Bunny brain
So,
has no
yeah.
thoughts.
Disney actually has a lot of locations like that where something went wrong and they shut it down and they're like, no one can touch it because it's ours. And it just lives there. Like, well, there was rumors that they were going to reopen this. So they used to have this water park section before they had their official water parks. And a brain-eating amoeba spawned in the water because they were using natural water instead of, like, chlorinated water. And so it became a problem, and they couldn't, like, fix it. So they just shut down that entire water park and just let it go dilapidated. But when I was working there years ago, there was rumors that they were, like genuine... More than just rumors, like there was definitely murmurings that they were trying to put money into fixing it back up and reopening this attraction, but it kind of, I don't know, the plans fell through or something, but it just never happened. Fun fact, if you die on Disney property, they will not pronounce you dead until they remove your body from the property so they can claim no one's died at Disney.
Brother.
Except for the times when they can't, like when a cast member died in front of a bunch of people, and there was like witnesses and I think a recording of it, and then Disney's like, damn it. But yeah, no, Disney will do anything to keep that title. One of my favorites is like, say you're in a hotel room, like you're in a resort, and out of nowhere, like you're in a hallway and just out of nowhere, one of the doors says, "Mind our pixie dust." That's code for someone died. Mind our pixie dust usually means like, if you see a sign that says "Mind our pixie dust," and it's like in a park setting or where they're doing renovations and stuff, that just means like, yeah, normal renovations are happening. But if it's in some random obscure place and it like wasn't there previously, it's code for a disaster happened and usually someone died. What is this? Dang, this is some stuff I never heard about. Yeah, no, I have so much Disney. So when I was an intern for Disney, and I did culinary for Disney for a long time. It's actually why I'm ADA, because Disney destroyed my body. Thanks. Anyways, so I was in a baking position for my internship where I had to get up at like 3 in the morning to take the bus into work to like get started really early to work on stuff. So there was like me, another like new cast member, and this old guy on the bus. Like this guy had been like around since the early days of Disney. So it's just the 3 of us and the bus driver. And this old guy, he knows we're new, and he's like, "You guys want to hear some stories?" And he's like telling us like these Disney horror stories that he's witnessed, or like something that recently happened. He's like, "You know how they shut down that gift shop recently?" We're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Someone died." Oh. He's like, "Yeah." And he's like telling us like all this morbid shit. It's like 3 a.m. on this
You see
dark
that
bus.
dude over there? He's dead.
Pretty much, he's like, "Yeah, that gift shop, it'll be open in 24 hours, but someone just died." I'm like, oh. So I will never forget, I never saw that old man again. But that really cemented in my brain. Like, there's a whole... So Disney has, like, a miniature city underneath the parks that y'all see. And they're the tunnel system. And the tunnel systems are scary for, like, multiple reasons. The one story that they told us, because you don't get much signal in the tunnel system, because you're underground, and you're underneath a giant theme park. So you ain't getting much signal down there. Anyway, so there was a cast member who got lost in the tunnels. He couldn't find his way out. And after a certain time, the lights just all shut off. So this guy was like trapped underground, couldn't find his way out, in the dark, no signal. And the next day, someone just found him passed out on the floor. He was alive, but like there's no heat, and it gets really cold down in the tunnels because you're a decent amount underground. So this guy like was starting to get hypothermia. So they're like, yeah, don't wander around the tunnels. Go to your location and nowhere else. But also, if you see a kid in the tunnel, immediately report that, because that means they're being trafficked. Right? Oh, okay. Thanks. Also, Disney will heavily market to furries, but still has an issue with furries. It's so annoying. Do you have any questions for me, Sam? Any Disney questions?
Nothing.
You're like, I'm over it.
Nah, I just like, I don't know much about Disney. I've just heard some shit about them. I don't know. It was one of those like things where I'm just like, Disney or any kind of studio that's really big, I don't really care for it, to be honest. Like in terms of when they make freaking like amusement parks and stuff like that, because I always know that they're always gonna have some shady bit thing like they're gonna do or some shit, and it's just like
So I grew up as a Disney kid. Like I said, my parents had their honeymoon there. My grandparents had like timeshare stuff at Disney. Everything, like we saw every Disney movie. Everything was Disney, and so like I was really big into Disney too, naturally. And then Disney like fucking broke me, like in all levels. You gotta go for dinner. Well, thank you for hanging out.
dinners.
Yeah, I don't do streams often because I'm pretty bad at it.
I mean, at
My
this
technical
point,
difficulty skills.
like not to be like mean to any small YouTuber or anything like that. It's just like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people are just always just watching the high people now, or the people that are like out there have been streaming for 20 years or something. It's like, bro, I think people really need to support small streamers better than you know what it is now, because it's not just about money. Like, to be honest, and that's what the big streamers most of the time are.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my favorite stream's the hamster rave stream.
Yeah, I mean, there's like streams out there that they don't even care what the fuck is going on. They're just like, you know, you do like, we're just gonna have this silly stream and we don't care what happens to it. Just like, you know, chill, just like have fun with it. Like, but I feel like a lot of streamers don't do that. They just kind of do it just because they're like, oh, now I'm popular. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's all I care about. Money, money, money. Mr. Krabs.
I like to dip my toes in to see if it's something I like, and like if I'm to do a stream, it's just to socialize. I have no intentions of anything else, and like honestly, my classes for college started back up today, and I haven't logged in to look at them yet. Because I just want one more day where I don't have to be worried about crushing homework. And
there's probably not gonna be much going on even then, though. It's like the first day. Usually
yeah, well, all my classes are virtual too, so as long as any assignment is turned in by like the due date, and so for my school they have it where like for online classes you have to take part in the prompt, like answer the question and interact with 2 other people's answers, just to show that you're actually taking part in the class. It's how they take roll. So as long as I do that by Sunday, it's fine. Actually, one of my classes I'm taking, I dropped it last semester because I work full time and I was taking a class for my job. Like I just got my license for it actually, to be a junior nurse at my job. So I was taking this nursing class at my job and taking 3 courses for college. So I dropped one. And I'm picking it up again, so like the first like 5 or 6 chapters of work I have already done, so I'm just gonna copy paste. I already did the freaking work. It's mostly just my own personal notes, so they can't say shit about me copy pasting my personal notes.
I mean, people just
Fuck.
Please exit. I don't want to play Tetris anymore. Oh, there we go. Let me exit. What the fuck?
That's too damn bad.
Hold on, moves. No.
I'm actually taking a psychology course. That was the one I originally dropped, so I have all my first chapters of psychology work done. I gotta check what my other one is. I think it's like an ethics class. No, I just took one ethics class. I don't know if it's like the next ethics class. I don't know. I have to check. I don't remember what my teacher said. Oh shit! I did forget. I have to money. Well, that's a thing I gotta make sure I do after this.
What made you build a second crunch crab right next to the original? Money.
Money.
I always love that thing. I heard. Another thing. I don't know if you have you seen the new SpongeBob movie at all? I don't.
No, I don't do any of the new SpongeBob content.
Yeah. I heard mixed reviews on the new one, and that's kind of not surprising, to be honest. The fact that, one, they literally are being a sellout and literally doing Old Spice, or this person, not Old Spice, but one of the Spice Girls or whatever, as like a main song, and it's very popular right now, but it's like, well, it's not popular on my feed because
remember when SpongeBob used to make original music?
But it's just like, the problem is like the plot of it, or just the style of it, or just in general, all of it's like, to be honest, I heard that some people thought that the new SpongeBob movie was inappropriate. Like,
I heard that a lot of like the marketing for it was very lewd hinting.
Yeah, like them shaking tentacles around like it's a dick.
Oh
It's
my
god! Like not child friendly, really. I'm just saying, it's just kind of
questionable.
Oh, it's just like, there was a lot of things, and even watching the trailer, I'm gonna be honest, the trailer didn't catch me. Like, even other trailers had better chances than that.
Did the Shrek trailer catch you?
No, it made me the opposite because I'm like, bro, the last fucking Shrek I saw was like the second one, and that one was like so long ago when I was a kid, so I barely know what the hell it was about.
Did
Barely
you
even
know?
what it
Okay,
is.
so fun fact: after they post the trailer for like the official trailer for the latest Shrek movie, people guess the ending so fast in the movie that they actually have to change the ending, and that's why it's not out yet because it was supposed to be out.
Wow. I mean, that
That's
doesn't surprise me, but also still, wow, just wow.
like that's so like the
Mad.
Puss in Boots movie was really good.
Yeah.
So they
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, if you make something original, it's not gonna be as bad. Like,
Yeah.
but if you do the same thing over and over, like that's my big thing. So the Zootopia 2 movie is
Yeah.
like almost like I think last time I saw it was on the 9th of like tier list of like movies right now, like in terms of like how much they have made. Like I think they made like almost like 9 million or some shit like that. But
Sounds
like
crazy.
the thing is that they said so. I've heard rumored. I don't know if it's fully true, and I don't know if it's like if it is true. Sure, I can understand it. But if it is true, and if they are making the third one, I want them to think about it just as good as they did with the second and the first one. Because if they do a whole situation where it's like Home Alone or some other movies that I've seen where it's just like the same thing fucking over and over and over, it's gonna bomb, and that's gonna tank them super far down.
I mean, considering like I had low hopes for Zootopia 2, not gonna lie. And
I just didn't know what the story was. That was for me anyway, but yeah, I can understand that,
it surpassed my expectations. I felt like they did a good job at the storytelling, and I appreciate that Zootopia keeps along with the concept of weird, touching, hard topics that we cannot do with human characters.
yeah. But it's also like keeping it basically the audience for everyone. It's not just like the fucking SpongeBob where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get some lewd scenes in there, yeah! Even though it's a fucking kids show, it's like, what?
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
But I think Zootopia balanced it, like, that type of stuff really well, and I think there's definitely a Zootopia 3 coming. I do not see them, like, the ending that they had with the feather.
Yeah, they probably have another thing going, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, even then, like, if they do make a third one, I hope, I haven't seen the second one, and I barely remember the first one, sadly, but I would like to see the second one someday. I'll probably just go and watch it on a website. Our website. I'm just gonna say that. So
Pirate
I'm
it.
going, yeah. Well, I would buy it, but it's just like, I do have a DVD player now, but I don't know. I have to go find if I should even buy it. Because a lot of things are just not only streaming services do it, and that's it. Which is this is why I don't buy streaming services.
I only have Netflix. That's my only streaming service.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind buying streaming services. Just like, it sucks that they're all on different things. Like,
Yeah. No, but then, like, Netflix is taking away their original content and locking it behind a vault for you never to see again. Like, what the garbage? Why would you do that to your own content?
But I don't know. Either way, but yeah, you're right. Like, but the Zootopia 2, yeah, I just hope they can actually make. Because there is some movies that I've actually seen that are gonna be like quote unquote, I guess, furry movies. Like there's the Wonder Dog movie I just saw just recently, like in terms of trailer wise, and it doesn't look too bad. I don't know much about the story, and I don't know if it's gonna be like the best movie. It's the same with the Goat movie. The Goat movie is supposed to be like a basketball kind of, you know. Or not exactly about basketball because it has like some other rules. And
But it's gonna be focused on.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I'll just have to see what it is, and that's what I am with a lot of trailers recently, though. Like I'm kind of like, or the what's it called, Hopper or Flopper or whatever.
Oh, Hopper.
Yeah, Hopper. Like that movie looks pretty good, but we'll see how it goes. Like. It's hard for me to go off a trailer anymore because there's been so many times that I've like looked at a trailer and be like, yes, this is the best movie ever, and then like I watch the movie, I'm like,
They lied. I
Or like,
honestly stopped watching trailers for a lot of stuff and just go in blind because it's more fun for me that
well,
way.
yeah, that's true. I've done that with a lot of things too. Where like, well, for example, I know a lot of people have different opinions on the whole Jurassic thing in general,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Jurassic
yeah.
Park things. But I'm gonna be honest, the Jurassic World Rebirth, that whatnot. I went to that on Anthropon week or whatever, and with some friends, and we watched it. It was a movie that I feel like was a different twist on it. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't like super bad or anything. Like I thought it was actually pretty good. But I'm gonna be honest, it's one of those things where it's like they made so many of them that it's also like the OG is always gonna be Jurassic
Yeah.
World or Park World or whatever, like the original, like the
The
first
Jurassic
ever
Park,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, but like that's just me. But like I feel like the Rebirth one though had its own like twist to
Plot.
it, and also it kind of put it in perspective of like what it would be like, and to this day, and also kind of reminded me of the whole island thing you were talking about too, kind of a little bit, because it's like, oh yeah, it's an island full of dinosaurs, and they just left them there, and no one talks about them, but yeah, they're becoming a problem all of a sudden.
Yeah, right?
Because that's what the Rebirth one was about. That there was dinosaurs going to the cities and stuff like that. Just like Stegosaurus or whatever, or not Stegosaurus, the Brontosauruses. I mean, that were just like slaying on like buildings and cars and shit, like just chilling. But they're like, that's their home. They don't have anything where to go. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting to me, like how just like accurate it is, though.
That was almost a bad idea. Yeah, like that I wouldn't mind too much because after I get so I'm in school to get my social worker license, and then I intend on majoring in sociology. So like I am currently like doing some minor in sociology, but I want to do a major in it. So I am fascinated with like dystopias, utopia concepts, or like how society works in X, Y, or Z situations. So that sounds like something like I would be interested in.
In terms of like just like the movie, or just in general?
Yeah, just like the movie of like how do they interpret a world where these prehistoric creatures are now living in the modern era?
Yeah. I mean, it was like they still went to the island. Well, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying to not like spoil it, but like they still went to the island. But as you know, like when you keep something on an island, it usually affects still the whole entire world. Still, somehow.
Islands are not as isolated as
As
people.
think they are.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you could get stranded on an island and probably die and no one will think about it, but if it's like a virus or like a disease or a big thing like dinosaurs, yeah, that still will affect a lot of things.
Everyone do the dino roar.
Word.
So actually, on my fuck off! Alright, that was...
Damn.
I'm not spinning out of this one. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. What I was gonna say is during my anniversary trip, my partner and I, we were just like driving by and we saw something that said Dinosaur Park and we thought it was just gonna be like a goofy little thing. And it actually turned out to be like a dinosaur state park. And so the story goes that they were like destroying this forest to turn into like a mall or whatever, and one of the bulldozers workers was just doing his job, and he happened to notice something in the ground, and he wound up discovering, like at the time, the world's largest fossilized dinosaur tracks. And they stopped the mall building and they built a museum around the fossils themselves because they didn't want to take them out of the ground.
Interesting.
So that was pretty cool.
I mean, I still think that's like, I mean, the problem is I have with like a lot of like states right now in general is that like there's so many like unique buildings and just like in general like stuff like that, and then like they don't ever stay around sadly very often because like just they either don't have the funding or they want to put something stupid there like a fucking hotel building that no one asked for. Like I learned apparently that there was like a bowling alley that was like the biggest bowling alley in Iowa in general, and then like it literally got burnt down because for some reason I guess some kind of fire happened in the kitchen I guess or something, and it burnt it all down and no one knew about it. But like it was like so long ago, and then like apparently I didn't know about because I didn't watch it on the news because I didn't have internet or anything. Or maybe I just never saw it on the internet. But they said that apparently they'll try to get the funding to put it, build the place or whatever again, or build a new one, but that never happened. And so it just sat as like a concrete slab for like ever. And now, guess what they're gonna put there now?
Is it gonna be like a freaking hotel or something?
Yep, a hotel complex. It's like
not even apartment buildings to help the residents that live there.
No, just a hotel. Literal, it's a big ass. They have a sign sitting there that apparently this is reserved for a hotel.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
Who's gonna come to like? Is it an actual need for that town to have a hotel? Like, do you guys have tourists?
No, not really. It's gonna be honest. There's less tourists to go to Iowa. Like, to be honest, like it's not like a crazy ass thing.
No.
But like at the same time, it's like one of those things where it's like they're doing this because they have a lot of homeless people on the roads and stuff like that. But the problem with the whole homeless situation is that it's not because they, like don't want to work half the time. Some of them are just literal just scammers. And some of them are literally just like ones that they're homeless and they just want drug money. They don't want anything else. If they die on the road, they die on the road. It's like they don't care anymore. Like they just lost all hope. But it's just like there's also ones that are literally homeless and like sleeping on like underneath the bridges and stuff like that. And then like they're expecting like, oh yeah, we're gonna build these hotels or whatnot. And it's not like they haven't thought about making a homeless center, like a homeless shelter or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because they have done that. But then, out of nowhere, I don't know why, but they decided to not do that. I'm like,
that's
why?
garbage.
Like, why? Instead of, like, helping actual people. Like, to be honest, if that's the thing. It's like, if I was ever a billionaire, like, and I lived in Iowa or whatever, and whatnot, like, I do live in Iowa, but I lived in Iowa and I was a millionaire, let's say. I would fucking, bro, you know how much money I would put into, like, charities and shit like that, or just, like, putting into the homeless calendar? I would so do that. But, like, you know how many millionaires don't do that and they just invest in fucking garbage that no one cares about? Yeah, I know. They have, like, so much. Like, bro, like, and we do it in technology that no one gives a shit about. Like, fucking cars that drive... Well, I mean, electric cars are good, but they're not good if you can't afford it in this economy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just stupid. Like, and it's not
I agree.
They can't be a little bit, less expensive. Because, the reason why they're so expensive is just because of the fact that, one, they have a custom engine, and two, they put all these other shit that are, like, basically, like, subscriptions on top of it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, where
That's
they have, like,
thing.
custom screens and all of this layout, or no steering wheel because it drives on its own, or shit like that.
There's also the problem, like, in America, we have a monopoly of Elon Musk electric cars. If you go to other parts of the world, there's more variety, which means their prices are more reasonable.
It's just like, I don't even know what even, like, my friend sent me some money. Anyways, what was I saying?
Talking
Yeah,
about
never
electric
decided.
cars.
Yeah, I know. But I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say.
Valid.
I don't know. It's just there's so much like features like that they put in these cars with like Tesla and stuff like that. Like I've been in a Tesla before, and I'm just like, why? Why do you need these features? Like
You
I don't understand. Like I'm gonna be honest. If I'm the type of person, I don't know. Maybe it's just because of how the economy is, or just like that. My whole inspiration of being like a billionaire with $1 billion house and stuff like that just kind of I don't care anymore. But maybe it's also because I'm also like a person that like wants to have actual things that will actually help me than just things that are actually like, I mean, yes, I have a freaking computer that can do Blender and all this kind of shit, and like I don't really I could literally live without this. I literally had a computer that had Windows 7 or Windows 10 barely, and like it ran fine. I mean, like I could deal without it. It's a nice upgrade, but it's just like, do I need like any more computers or better computers? Yes, I could have one like in the future, like a better one, but like it's like I don't need to upgrade. I could just keep it like how it is. If it works, it works. Like, and that's my thing.
That's what I always say.
Like, that's my thing is like compared to like a lot of people or like a lot of these billionaires that get $1 billion houses and stuff like that. I'm the type of person that would live in a log cabin. As long as I have good Wi-Fi, I will live in a fucking log cabin and just chillax and be in the forest and maybe go out and to the forest and chillax. Maybe make a little fireplace and cook some, food or whatever on a campfire or like a log cabin thing, like or not those log things. What's those rock pits? Those like fire rock pits or whatever.
Oh, I think it's just a fire pit. That's what I know them as.
They're like the little square like concrete thing, and they have like little glass and like the shiny rocks that like do a fire. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I think they're called a fire pit most likely. But anyways, I'm just like I'm that simple of a person. I don't really need a lot of stuff to be happy, Billy. Like, and I just feel like a lot of these like billionaires, they don't see that. They just like are literally like, oh, I have billions of money and I have lots of popular fame. Oh, maybe popular fame in terms of like good or bad, but it's never like always good or always bad.
Negative attention, still attention.
Yeah, apparently at this point, it's like it's just in general power is horrible.
So, and there's like a really good mini docu-series on Netflix. It's called Explained, and they're like 20-minute documents about different subjects. And they do one about billionaires and like people who have that much money. They are so far removed from the average person that they actually have like their own culture. They have their own like
they have their billionaire friends that they talk to and stuff like that. And like that's all they have. Like the half of the time, like for friends wise. They don't have like, small creator like me or you or any like other person. It's like like or even like a McDonald's worker or anything like that. No, they're just like if you don't have $1 billion in your cash that you could trade with me right now, then you are not worth it in my time. It's like it's like,
and like they don't have to think about charity in a sense of I may need this or someone I care about will need this tool or just for the betterment of people. They literally just view charity as a means to a publicity stunt.
Yeah, so they look good because they're like, oh, look, I'm donating to charity.
And they get tax breaks.
Yeah, that too.
That's the biggest thing is to get a tax break.
They rely on multiple, like, basically, I want to say clients, but also people that are helping with making multiple banks that they can invest into stocks and get more money, but also into charities so that they look good. But then on top of that, it doesn't balance the fact that like they are basically an asshole person, but also just not really helping, just hoarding
all the resources.
Just hoarding, yeah. And like the funny thing is like if all of that money, like if some of their bank accounts got taken down, like they'd probably be able to push it back up again.
Yeah,
somehow.
easily.
Like if they lost like maybe $1 million or some shit, it wouldn't be anything to them. They'd be like, okay, well we'll hire more people to find who did it or whatnot and get it across them, or just stupid shit like that. It's just like I'm not saying that stealing is good though. It's just like the fact that they wouldn't be affected by any of that if someone stole it from them. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
They'd probably be more angry or try to use their audience to actually enjoy them to actually go against or go after that person or go against that person, than actually be like, well, maybe I deserve it, you know, that kind of shit.
I don't need to have a 10 gold toilet.
Yeah. It's just silly to me. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yes, I will say some things about billionaires. There is some stuff that like they do that are technically things that is good, but there's also things that you shouldn't do. Like basically avoid everyone. Like that kind of shit is stupid. But investing into stocks, I've heard is really good, and there is some people out there that literally have done that, and they've gotten pretty rich. Not like super Elon Musk fucking rich, but like just enough to basically get what they want in life and, you know, stuff like that. It's just like
stocks is just legal gambling.
But yeah, at the same time, yeah, stocks or investing like into like Bitcoin or crypto or whatever, like stocks that don't even make any sense or just literal just numbers at this point. Because it used to be an actual like value, like gold and silver and like even just simple things like bread, like trading bread for money or as value or whatever, like basically caveman time basically. But like now it's like, oh, numbers, like you don't have $1 billion Bitcoin or whatever thing, well then too bad, you're not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is definitely a gambling thing, like too. But I will say, like, it's when you use it in a good way, it's not as bad. It's just when you use it in the way that billionaires use it, I don't see it as a good thing at all.
Yeah. Because also it gives them influence on how a company will go, and usually it's like Disney will always bend over backwards to kiss the butts of their billionaire stock people instead of like better. So Disney is now putting an AI system, an animation AI system, because that's what the billionaires wanted, and so like they're getting rid of even more animators to just do this AI slop.
Yeah. All I know is I just hope it just backfires on some point. It's just funny to me. Well, another thing is like, you know, with AI and computers and stuff. So Dell, a company that a lot of people were kind of 50-50 with because they didn't really care for like what they achieve or what they make or whatever. Dell was kind of like, or now they're having people like agree with Dell and actually, you know, thinking that Dell is actually becoming a lot more smarter than a lot of these other people, which is kind of funny to me because like a lot of people hated them, but now it's like with them. And I say that because apparently Dell had realized, and they didn't invest in any of the stupid shit that other people have, but they realized that the fact that AI is actually confusing people, and also on top of that is causing more, you know, problems than actually solutions.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me that a tiny little company that everyone hated is like, oh, yeah, you know, you're actually correct. And a lot of these companies should probably not relying everything that they do in terms of ads or revenue or just whatever they make for a software, like adding like an AI bot or whatever, like for AI. It's like, yeah, I'm surprised that like the only company that like, well, I'm sure there's a couple that don't do it still, but it just seems like a lot of companies are really relying AI to be their marketing now, and it's like, something tells me some billionaire or some person is gonna get into that, and that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
because the AI, as I know, AIs can break if you break them hard. Like they can literally say some stuff that you do not want as a company to be saying, and you can't have any control over that because it would literally connect to your network. So,
Like Grok?
yeah,
Like all the issues with Grok?
Yeah, I've heard some bad stuff with Grok that
Oh
like
my
with the
God.
buzz.
Dude,
like,
did you hear that they had this whole issue of people using Grok AI to undress women and children,
Oh yeah, that's it.
and Elon Musk said that they'll just make that feature exclusive, so you have to pay for that feature.
Yeah.
Like, what the garbage? Like, they're like, oh, we'll take away like the kid part, but like protecting women, they're like, nah, I'll just pay for that.
Yeah, that's another thing of billionaires just being fucking greedy with money. They're like, oh, we're making money off this. Let's just do
yeah.
this. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, people just be gross.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's not needed. It's just not. I'm gonna be honest, like, I barely use, like, yes, I have sometimes used ChatGPT, I've sometimes used some of that stuff, but I've used it in a way that it should be used, in terms of, like, helping me with, like, for example, I don't know much about, like coding sometimes, and sometimes I need, like, a little tweak or, like, figure out what the fuck is going on, like, if I'm not doing anything wrong, and ChatGPT will go and, you know, get those resources. I mean, yes, is it gonna work all the time? No, probably not. But it's gonna, like, at least sometimes it's actually helped me with the code that was fucked up or something that, like, I couldn't figure out. Like, for example, there was a code in my udon script that I made where it was, like, supposed to open up a door, but it was just opening it constantly. And supposedly I had some kind of repeat function that I accidentally added, and then it was like, oh, well, you have a repeat thing there and you shouldn't do that. But is it going to always say that that is the issue? No, it's probably going to look at something else and be like, oh, well, that's the issue, and then it's going to fuck up the problem even worse. So it's a 50-50. But it also, the other thing, a silly thing that I asked it the other day was I was trying to figure out what this, well, the real question or real answer was Sears, but I was trying to figure out this place that was nearby that was a old tool place / furniture place, and it was a very popular one, but it's old and probably a lot of them have already closed down, and it was like, oh, it's Sears. But the first one I asked there was like, it's an old, or it's a store that sells tools, and it was like, oh, some other ones. It said like Lowe's and Home Depot, and I was like, no, Home Depot's not blue. And I'm like, I said that, and I saw that it's old, but it's also a popular store that probably is closed by now. And it was like, oh, it's Sears. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it is. Like, shit like that is fine. It's just like when people rely on like cooking or diet or medical help with it, I don't no, stay away from that on ChatGPT. No, there's a lot more better stuff. Or just ask, I mean, just ask a human. I know a lot of people are introverts. Introverts. I can't. Introverts. What's a fucking introvert? What is an introvert? Fucking Christ, I can't speak today. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I know a lot of people are like, you know, you can't really talk to people, but it's like sometimes you kind of have to. Like, if you don't ever do that, you're always just gonna be like just self-conscious about everything.
You're never gonna work on the skill.
No, it just like I am okay. For me, I can talk to people in Discord as much as I want and blah blah blah, but like when it comes to like talking to them in real life, like it's hard for me. Like, that's why I'm going to furry cons, because at least I can like do furry meetups and I can talk to people that have the same thing as me.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
you have like a common ground.
Yeah, and I can also kind of like feel a little better because I'm like, I'm not the only one that's dressed up like a silly furball or whatever. You know, like, it's kind of nice. And also it kind of helps me with talking to people and getting connections, which could also even help me in the future, like actually like or whatnot. Or I could help them in the future, like you or whatever. Like, I didn't know you fully well like the first year, but then like the second year I got to like know you a little bit better, and then, you know, now we're talking in the streams. So it's like, yeah,
it's in the streams.
Yeah, but it's just like,
Gosh.
There's a lot of stuff that like I think people just they rely on AI, and I mean AI can help you in some ways, but it just in some ways it can also hurt you.
I
Like,
also hate how much it's like forced on you. Like if you try to look up anything, they're like, "Oh, our AI." Cheat code, if you type in your search thing and then you do minus AI after it, it'll remove the AI search.
yeah. Well, and even people have even made like extensions I've seen too that
Yeah.
like literally just get rid of that feature, or just literally do it like the old feature where it will just pop up with like the basic thing. I don't know. Google's AI is half the time right and half the time wrong. It's
I just
very-
don't want to needlessly kill more of the environment
yeah.
for
I
a
mean,
50-50 shot of the information.
For what it was like before the whole AI thing was like a crazy thing, it was fine. Like it did a pretty decent job of like saying like, oh, this is what I'm about. And actually, I think it was actually a lot better compared to like, which is funny because they added more stuff to it, but it really affected it more badly.
Yeah.
than actually helpful. But I don't know. It's one of the things. AI, especially these kind of AIs that companies are really working on. It's hard to make them actually good because they're relying on information that is on the web, which is 50-50 in general.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, literally a troll could literally it could be referencing a Wikipedia page, and literally, as you know with Wikipedia, it could be literally just gibberish, or a troll literally putting a whole page about some medicine that's actually supposed to cure cancer or some shit, and Google AI or some AI will read that and be like, oh well, all you need is this and this, and it could actually kill the person.
Exactly. So speaking of like the whole wiki troll thing, I have a buddy of mine, when he was a kid and Wikipedia was still like in its early years on the internet and anyone could just do anything about it. He did a report and he made like a wiki page about this whole imaginary thing, and his teacher's like, that's not true. And he brought up the wiki thing. She's like, oh damn, I guess it is.
Oh my god.
And she like gave him a passing grade for like how well done the research was. It was literally just him making everything up.
Shit out of his brain, yeah.
And he made like a fake flag for this country or whatever. It was freaking hilarious.
So this is Unicorn Island.
Literally. It was super funny. And then later, like, the teacher, I think it was like a year later, she like came up to him and she's like, I know what you did. He's like, yeah, but you can't change it now.
I was gonna say, it's like,
what you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy the world is right now.
And like, so I work in the group home industry, and I used to work in the youth group homes. I don't at the moment. I work with adults. I miss working with youths. But the point of the story is one of the kids was so into AI, he would refer to it as like his AI friends, and he's like, I'm going on a date with my AI boyfriend or something, and just completely regressing any socialization, and then he would get mad at you if you don't like respond right away or something, because he's just so used to the AI instant reply. And then he's like, oh, I'm anxious in social settings. Like, yeah, because you just do AI the entire time.
You gotta practice your social skills, and not that it's say like an introvert, like you can be an introvert and you can like literally just like, just be an introvert. That's fine. It's just like sometimes you do have to just kind of work with the extrovert-ishness. Like it's just you have to have someone help you in some way.
Yeah, and that was like what we're there for, and like I'm a mentor and stuff, and just like the continuous ongoing problem of all these kids just obsessing with like online stuff for one, and then you cross it with AI where they just have zero social skills. And it's just such a recipe for disaster, because like, yes, they have social anxiety, and then they're in a group home for whatever negative reason, because you're never in a group home for a good reason. So you add all that together, and then you like mix the concept of AI in, which just says yes to anything that they say. So they're like, the crack shit idea of setting my roommate's room on fire because she said something about me. And AI's like, that sounds like a baller thing to do. You're like, oh my god.
I feel bad for like it's it's just like, but you can't really always fix things.
It's just like it's a huge struggle right now, and like essentially since the United States decided to take away any safety guide rails that we had for AI is just very worrisome. And that's why I'm also happy I'm a small content creator that not a lot of people know of. Because there's
not always being big is always the best, really.
No, I love being like I'm working on editing a video I recorded of me talking about loving being a small-time content creator. Because you just have so much freedom.
Well, and then like the thing is like with small like creators is a lot of them rely on communities and learning more about them and connecting with them. The problem I have with a lot of, and I'm not saying all popular furs or popular people are bad, or because there is some of them out there that are actually because we're a small streamer and actually helped out their community and stuff and
like Bakari Roo.
Yeah, it's just there is a lot of them that they're just they only focus on the money or they only focus on the community, and some of them I've even seen that I literally used to watch and don't watch anymore because of the fact that they turned into a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dragon person. I don't remember their name, but yeah, they used to play a lot of Minecraft and they had a Minecraft server and stuff. And then supposedly they had a whole subscription thing that was kind of sounding like a cult. And I thought it was kind of suspicious a little bit because I was kind of suspicious after a little bit, and then I looked up a YouTube video, or I was just looking at YouTube, and I found a YouTube video about them. I'm like, what's this about? I know I shouldn't believe every YouTube thing, but even I thought it was kind of suspicious even before the YouTube video.
When you start getting the red flags, you know.
Yeah, I was just I don't know about this thing.
Yeah.
It's a little sus. But it's one of those things I don't know. There's some people that are gonna go. I mean, that's kind of what I've been learning. I'm just I like to be open-minded though about people, but it's just some people I'm just I've learned up no, can't do this, no.
Yeah.
just stop.
I definitely get that. And in the video that I'll be putting out, after I die in this game, I'm gonna probably end the stream because my partner just came home from work. But I also I do a lot of stuff IRL. I work full-time, I'm a mentor, I run a charity, I'm part of my city committee, I am constantly on mental health alert, I am a person that helps people with suicide and self-harm on a regular basis. So content creation is just my fun way of escaping, and I like going to a FurCon where people I have one or two people that might recognize me from my content, and that's it, and I can just escape from the world and be a fuzzy bunny. And I'm afraid if I were ever to pop off, I would lose that ability to just disappear.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, even I've seen a couple of people even when they're popular too, they take a little break because there's a lot of people that need breaks. If they just completely keep on going, they're gonna get stressed, and they're also gonna get a little bit, just kind of not loopy, but
get burnt out.
Yeah, burnt out. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. So I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah. And that's like, I just want to keep this as like a fun, silly thing amongst me and my friends. And I never want to get like, so if I were to become so popular that I could like drop down to part time or just not work my job and it allows me to work like allocate more time to put stuff like towards my charity. Like I'm making enough money from my content that I can allocate more time towards my charity, then I'd be down for that kind of situation because that would be helping me pursue another dream of mine. But if it's just I'm in that weird awkward point where I'm not getting enough revenue to do that, but I also can't just be a nobody, then yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, did you say that the new charity for Anthrocon this year is supposedly it's supposed to be like a farm?
Oh, I did not see that yet.
Let me get the name of it. Set it somewhere. Well, I'll read the Wikipedia, but I did see a post and I know exactly what the thing was. Just gotta go find it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? No.
It went somewhere.
What the hell? Where did it go? I literally just had it up.
It disappeared.
Damn it. Themed charity. Oh, it's J&J Farms Annual Sanctuary.
I've not heard of them before, but that'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm guessing there's some kind of farms in Pittsburgh, most likely. They got
I would
chickens,
assume
cats,
so.
ducks, geese, horses, dogs, turkeys. That's all their
Heck yeah.
characters, I guess.
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna sign off from the stream for now.
these.
Thanks for hanging and
Yeah.
just helping me figure out the technical difficulties of YouTube. That was such a pain in the butt. And
Yeah.
you are my tech guru. I mean, just for the simple fact you know the basics better than I do. I'm still very noob in learning. I'm a neophyte in this.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely have changed the UI a lot, and to be honest, the fact